The hashtagshow.co.uk.
Episode 84 of the hashtag show. What? Hey.
Hashtag.
Pubs in England are open. The working class are in the streets. It's fucking carnage. Folk are getting the virus. China's banned TikTok. Well, it's no banned TikTok, but it's moved out of Hong Kong. Malaka Lee, how have you been? I see you've been building obstacle courses for the chickens. The girls are loving it. They're getting a bit of height with their fucking logs.
Yes.
How is life on the farm?
It's great. Thanks for listening, guys. All the best now. Take care.
This is obviously 84, which goes out to everybody for free.
Yeah, all the council TV dodgers, council tax dodgers, TV license dodgers. This is for you. This episode, yeah.
It's we started rewatching Shameless. Do you remember Shameless on Channel 4?
You know, I looked at that and thought I'll give that a shot, but is it standing up?
You mate, if ever there was a show made for Malaka Lee, this is the show.
Is there midgets, explosions, and fighting in it?
Mate, I'm not lying to you. Every episode has at least 25% of that episode dedicated to shagging. At least 25%.
Well, I'm watching it.
There's fighting. There's sweary words. There's all sorts. Mate, there's all sorts. There's explosions. There's little people. Mate, it's absolute insanity. And also, see, since we're watching again, it's only highlighting how shite the world is right now. Because see, as you're watching it, you're laughing at stuff, right? And you're saying to yourself, there's no way this would be made now. There's no way this would be allowed to even be broadcast on television just now.
With all the fucking snowflake cunts.
With everything that's going on in the world. All the cancel culture, or that you can't say that in case you offend somebody. They don't like to be called that anymore. None of it, mate. Probably even the opening credits when they get fucking past modern day checks.
It's bizarre that you say that because they took off, was it Little Britain, which I've never fucking watched anyway because I thought it was shite. But I was upset to find out Netflix have removed The Mighty Bush, one of my favourite shows of all time, because of fucking Bolo, the fucking gorilla. There's a cunt in it, dressed up as a gorilla, and the pulp, well, there's a bit of blackface stuff in there and all. But, I mean, it just shows you how fucking weak-ass folk are.
Hey, tell you what, it's amazing how many people used to do blackface.
Listen, we all like a good laugh. We've all done Mr. T at Halloween now and again. I think, see if you've got a... Right, okay, if you want to get the history spades out and we'll dig up the past and go, all right, well, if you look at the history of blackface, it's fucking quite sinister. Exploiting black artists to the point where they'll use the music and not even use the artists and then get white folk in, blacked up to pretend to be the black artists, doing the songs of black artists. It's fucking disgusting. Let's just put a pin in that because nobody's going, that was great, bring that back. They're going, there's a guy fucking dressed up as a fucking gorilla. Mm-hmm. That's just too much. Get that off the TV. The Waynes can't take it anymore. I'll tell you, the Waynes can't take it anymore. Fucking reality.
Well, I mean, you're preaching to the choir here, Malaka Lee, you know. The problem does now, mate, it feels as if like we are living in a time when it comes to like there can't be a discussion anymore, or there can't be
there's no debate.
The problem is that because everything that's happening with current trends, current movements, right, like Black Lives Matter, the problem you've got now is that I certainly feel as if you can't even comment on anything because you're dragged into something else.
Aye.
And I think that obviously there are television shows, there are films, there are songs, there are plays which have been made and produced and performed and watched and loved in the past, which no longer relate, but that just highlights how much society's moved on. It doesn't mean that you need to go back and cancel out your history as if it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. I think people need to get more on the side of trying to understand why it's wrong now and what time is what the world was like then and how it's different, rather than going, right, it didn't happen. Like, all I keep thinking about, mate, is, right, see, when they talk, I mean, I couldn't care less about Little Britain, right? It's fucking god awful, so I'm not caring. And maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm part of the problem as well, because then I only become involved in it when it's things that affect me, right?
Well, is that not how it should be?
Maybe
or you'd be on a fucking soapbox.
not.
You'd be on a fucking soapbox every day if you were involved in shit that didn't fucking affect you.
I know.
What's that? What? He done what to you? Wait, I'll have a fucking word with him on Facebook. Fuck off, you whore.
Do you know what I keep thinking about? One of my favourite films of all time, Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
right?
Genius.
No,
has that been pulled? It's got to have in it.
All I keep thinking about is the bit with the sheriff, because the sheriff's black. No, the sheriff's in it. The sheriff's in it. The sheriff's in it. The sheriff's in it.
And he's got the guns in.
You're like, can you imagine if that film was it?
Came out now.
Country about in the street, right? And you'd be like, why?
Well,
like,
I think the closest thing to that was Tropic Thunder.
When he'd done the black faces.
Yeah, that's never getting done again, but that was fucking genius.
Because it was his, I mean, I can't remember the film, but it was his character. No, he like took injections to become black because
he was a theatre actor and he was pure method. And he got the role and he thought it would be better to play that as a black man. So he
so
fucking
just blacked up.
I never get dyed up. He took all the fucking
tan
stuff
injections.
And dyed his skin. But what was amazing, he went pure method.
Exactly.
And see the way you watch that film.
That was a great film, man. Jack Black was brilliant in that as well, and he's a pure psycho, and he's like
it's when the Robert Downey Jr.'s character is talking to the actual real African American character, and he's saying something like, "They ain't gonna do that to us." And the guy, the real guy, is like, "To us?" He goes, "Who are you?" And he was like, "You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that to us."
But then
you're fucking in it.
how can you know? How can you know laugh about that? Like, and obviously people are going to turn it around and misrepresent what we're saying and say that, you know, that we're racist or that you don't understand, because, you know, we're never going to understand the struggle that black people have, and we never are. But I just think there's too much going on now where people are trying to cancel each other to the point where you don't exist. They're trying to stop you from living. They're trying to shut you down, and instead of looking at a past and going, God, that's mental how that used to be acceptable back then, and we can understand why it's not acceptable now. But also, funny's funny, man. Like, I can laugh at stuff that is truly dark. But I know it's but I recognize it's a joke. Like, I know it's a joke.
You're not going to go out and try and recreate it or fucking.
So like, I could watch a film or a show, and there could be things in it that, you know, might be one of the isms and trigger people off, but I'll laugh at it. But it's not going to affect you going forward. It's more effective, or it's worse, I think, for people to go, get rid of it, take it off, pretend it didn't happen. You're like, what the fuck, man? Just.
I mean, here's the thing. How everybody's, you know, like you said perfectly earlier. Then. You can't change what's happened in history. You know, and this cancel culture and all that and fucking blah, blah, blah. So if we were going to hold on to that idea of trying to fix everything that's went wrong in history, you know, you learn from it and don't do it and move on. But if you had that mentality of, let's fucking burn everything, let's knock everything down, let's stop all this. See the Germany, it'd be fucking nuked years ago.
See the Germany. Mate, see the Germany.
See the Germans in the Germany. We wouldn't be kicking about with Hugo Boss or fucking driving Volkswagens. We are just fucking nuked him.
Yeah, I'll take it up the arse, know what I mean?
Aye, we'd be shizer. We'd have nuked him and been jumping about in motors like Fred Flintstone.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, where does it end? Right, let's hold on. And then somebody will go, hey, but what about this? No, you're no hashtag cool enough. So we'll get round to you when the fucking majority switch to focus. What? You know, lesbian, bi-trender, scandal, fucking LBG. Right, no. Come at the front. Oh, you're black, right? Get all the transgenders behind the black folk now because we're cool with them. It's a fashion accessory. It's not based in fucking reality, I don't think. You know, or we would be fucking nuking Germans for the atrocities of, you know, I've got mates our age, like in the early 90s when I was a teenager, I was doing a lot of tours with Germans my age, right? And see, it was like every time, it's sitting on their shoulders 24/7. See, every time we were stoned or mad with it after a rave, and you're all talking and having a laugh, broken English and whatnot.
What did your grandpa do?
Somebody always mentions the war. It starts off usually with cunts like me for a laugh, right? But 9 times out
Yeah,
of 10,
social hand grenade, Mallorca Lee, fucking then off.
mad with it like that. Hey. I love Germany. My grandfather was out here in 1940. Oh, look at that. But it was, I could tell, they had that on their shoulders, and I lost count of how many times you'd be in company of really big German DJs and artists, and at one point of the night, they would have to almost apologise for their forefathers, and it was a weird fucking situation. I'm talking like, this is like early to mid 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a weird situation to be in, like in a hotel room or a party or something. And then at some point, you get this fucking monologue. It's not our fault, but we have to apologize all the time about our forefathers. And they just want to fucking get it off, because I think
it must be brutal. I don't know how we've gone from Blazing Saddles to talking about Germans apologising for the war, but
listen,
they
love it up the arse. They make some right good movies. I'm cool with them. Even though, right, what is it, a couple of million did they kill the Jews? How many? Is there a point where you go, all right, well, listen, keep making their films and we'll forget about it.
Right, well, I mean, oddly, I think maybe you make an interesting point without even realising you've done it, because
I can't articulate the intelligence as you do.
For example, with all the conversations and arguments about cancelling off parts of history, removing people from history, or even removing things from current times because suddenly now a couple of people don't feel comfortable with it.
That's more than a couple.
Well, here's the other problem as well,
mate. Full fucking millennials.
Hold on, here's the other problem as well. There will be far more people who couldn't care less about Little Britain or other shows that have been removed than... I think as well, the other side of it is there will be people who are generally affected by BLM movement, other situations that are going on, and they're probably just as pissed off with all the other wee fucking idiots going, yes, I'm with you, and I'm going, you've got nothing to do with this. Just sit back, and if we need your help, we'll tell you. But there's so many of these fucking people that just want to make it their identity that they're involved with this stuff and they're part of it. Do you know what I mean? Right, but so go back to the Jewish thing. I didn't realise that the Jewish Council, now I don't know if that's the right term for it, but let's just call them the Jewish Council for the sake of this conversation. Let's call them the 10-2s. The Jewish Council, right?
10-2s.
They are responsible for the maintenance and upkeep of Auschwitz.
I didn't know this, but...
Right, and they also contribute to Anne Frank Museum and other Jewish museums, iconic things across the globe, right? But Auschwitz was the one that blew my mind. The reasoning for it is they want it to remain open as a constant reminder of what happened to the Jewish people, right? Now, if you're thinking that, if you're not one of these people, this cancel culture removing history, that what happened to the Jewish people is one of the most horrific atrocities ever. So surely that would be removed from history. But these are the things.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's no one of. It's probably in recent history. It's one of the worst atrocities that's happened.
Well, here, hold on a minute.
Almost, I've got almost genocide.
I'll show you genocide. Remember Rwanda? Remember when that was kicking off? I watched a documentary the other day, right, on Netflix, about football. 5 films about football across the world, and how sport brings people together for a right good laugh.
Okay.
The first one is in Rwanda, right, and it talks about how the Rwandan national team, cracking set of boys, got themselves to the
What are they called? Knock, knock, knock. Is that what they're called?
This is how we're going to get cancelled. You keep fucking let's carry on.
Please welcome the Rwandan international football team.
He actually plays centre forward for them. So they qualified for the African Cup of Nations, right? But it talks you through.
The fucking Clyde Sports for him. Well, the boy, he was a fantastic player, and signed him, and they went and joined.
And it's a Reeby going down the lane, long past the and headbutt. Back down to whoopa and
What a save by. Was that it, Jim? Is that how I pronounce it? No, it's a. Okay.
well, as I was saying,
Oh, it's got, as you were saying.
in the documentary, it looks at the Rwandan national team, right? And it also looks at there's a massive Liverpool following in Rwanda. Like there's Liverpool supporter clubs in Rwanda, right? Mate, insane. But
They must have had a couple of big Rwandan players who maybe played for Liverpool or something, no?
I don't know. I think a few scousers went on in a stag do and just
Aye.
like
Nicked
the weather.
everything.
Aye. Why are all the houses on bricks? Hey, fucking all right,
I got
mate.
my car stereo stolen.
You'll fucking never walk alone, you fucking cunt.
Where's
So-
the fucking liquor shop? I'm gonna fucking smash it.
But it talks to you about the genocide in Rwanda, right, and the killing fields and how. Wait, mate, see the numbers in that 1 million people
Aye.
were killed in the space of a year. That's insane.
It's insanity, but Scott, that's no cool right now. So the chosen few can't complain about that because it's no
They've not-
hashtaggable. It's
they've
no
not got as
fucking
good
on
a-
point.
They've not got as good a marketing team as the.
Aye.
Although when I watched the Arsenal game last night, they're sponsored by Rwanda Tourism because they've got to visit Rwanda all over the stadium. And I'm like, who's watching that going, do you know where we should go for a fortnight? Rwanda.
See, full time hen. I'm booking up a fortnight in Rwanda.
Listen, how do you forget Spain, right? Forget the islands, the Balearics. How do you fancy Rwanda? The killing fields, aye, that sounds cracking.
Half cut in the pub and all that.
Yeah, 2 weeks in Rwanda, man. Fucking elephants, safaris.
Are you sure, mate?
I've not got a fucking clue. Let's just go and see.
Mate, here, no joke, man. Right? There's a Celtic supporters club in Rwanda. You up for it?
Fucking right, man. I
I'm
was on that
taking you-
teletext and booked up a fucking
I'm taking the boys.
inclusive in Rwanda for 16 rupee.
Whatever the currency is here.
I'm taking the boys under 14 teams out there for a fucking pre-season, mate. You up for it? Speak to the wife. Speak to the wife.
What,
So
you
I-
got parts in that there? No, it's just a fucking jungle, man. You just cut down a few trees and kick the ball about. It's a coconut they kick about.
I don't know what we're talking about there, but aye. So the world's gone mad. But we know that,
Here's a-
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing to add to that, right? Everybody's fucking cancel culture and that. Right, what about the Highland clearances? What
Mate,
about what the
that's,
fucking English done to us? Oh,
that's
wait,
always-
we'll have to wait and turn. You know, you got to just fucking move on.
that's always been a thing for me. Like the fact that I learned about German history in school.
And no
When-
Highland clearances.
When there's like, it's different if you're in a country where nothing happens, right? We're in Scotland. We had
Where would that be, but?
where nothing happens.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. Like one, like
Every
fucking
country's got a fucking
Aye,
atrocity
well,
or a skeleton in the closet.
Iceland or
Who
something.
cares about
you know
them?
what I mean? Like Greenland. I mean, what the fuck happens in Greenland?
Fuck all.
Right, but what I mean is in Scotland, right, in history at high school, we learned about the Nazis and how Hitler was a bad bastard and how all that happened. When you've got Robert the Bruce, William Wallace, the Stone of Destiny, the ties with Scottish kings and queens to the French monarchy, you've got Highland clearances, you've got everything that happened in Scotland, all the inventions that came for the country, all the great people, thinkers, musicians, artists, and we learn about fucking Germans.
I know.
It's madness.
Here's the thing with that
Madness. Madness. I'm calling madness.
Here's the thing, but imagine if the youth at schools growing up, you were encouraged and you were learnt about Scottish culture and how all the things that you know we've been responsible for as a nation.
Yep.
Maybe that would get our heads out our asses and would be a wee bit more positive as a fucking nation. And you know,
Totally.
you meet. I'm sure it's the same as your own profession. I meet an RDJ, right? What you been up to, mate? He says to me, fucking nothing much, mate. What about yourself? Yeah, mate, I've got a new album coming out. I'm fucking just off the radio. I've got 3 tunes coming out. Check out my latest mix. Here's my business card. Bosh. You know, we don't sell ourselves.
The Spanish?
Aye, Ed Maracas.
No, no, no. We don't, mate. We don't sell us. But that's a Scottish thing. Do you mean where we just
Because
we
I think we're just brought up to go. You're fucking lucky to be alive. You're lucky you get shoes on your feet.
Oh,
Shut
aye,
up and get on with it.
Aye.
Rather than you're fucking mega. We're mega.
I don't know what team you support. You go to that side of the class.
I know.
Dude, I'm
You're
not,
saying Fitbit
here,
brings everybody together. Only in Glasgow does it fucking push folk apart.
Right.
But
mate. I'm not here. I'm not gonna lie to you. So obviously, with the situation with no working, right, I'm fucking at my wit's end, right. I'm like,
It's grim, man.
mate, broke as fuck. So I've had to I had to put together a CV, right, for the first time in fucking, God, nearly 10 years, right?
Wow.
I had to make a CV up. And then last night I applied for a job, right? Just a part-time job, just something to fucking try and get some money in, man, because we're struggling. Join the Patreon. And no, mate, I'm not making this up, right? I even took a picture of it because I'll send you it, right? Because I thought nobody's going to believe us. I'll not say the business, right? But see, on the application, it asked my religion, right?
Mhm.
So I clicked the box, and it was like,
What did you click, if you don't mind me asking?
well, I put atheist, right?
Right.
So it was like
That's you asking for trouble.
Christianity, Muslim, Buddhist, Jewish, and a couple other ones, right?
So I just ticked them all.
I did think about, just putting in Muslim just for a laugh, but
Was it Masonic?
well, here's the thing, right? I put atheist, right? And then after I completed that form, it took me on to like an online thing that I had to complete. And now this is for like a known company, right? See in the box. In fact, I'll just get the picture up, right, so I can get exactly what it says.
You're
Because
posting this as soon as you get knocked back for the job.
No. So this was the last question in the form, right? And the question is, I'm not making this up. Please tell us your Northern Ireland background.
Because you're an atheist.
No, listen. I don't know if it's going to do with that, right? It was already on the form. Please tell us your Northern Ireland background, right? And the options are, there's a drop-down menu. The options are prefer not to say, classic. Wait, I'm not making this up. Prefer not to say, member of the Protestant community, member of the Roman Catholic community, neither Protestant nor Catholic, not applying for a job in Northern Ireland.
Fucking hell, man. Well,
Mate,
also, you just cut straight to, I'm not applying for a job in Northern Ireland.
That's
You
just
fucking
not-
maniac.
There's a job in Northern Ireland, I'll fucking take it.
But it's saying that if they go, listen, if you are one of the boys in the lodge, you got the job, you're like, where do I fucking tick? What one do I fucking tick?
I just sent him a 30-second audio clip of me playing the flute.
A flute solo.
Mate, I have never seen or heard that in my life.
Fucking hell, that's mental, man.
So I just
But-
put, I'm not applying for a job in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland.
But
That's mad,
bizarrely,
isn't it?
it's crazy. We've obviously, as you know, we've moved, so we registered our daughter for a new school, right?
Uh-huh.
We had a social distance meeting with the deputy head. She's going through, and it was brilliant, absolutely
Whoa,
brilliant. She said,
whoa. Deputy head.
aye,
Not
'cause it's
even
all
he can-
social distancing.
Do they know who you are? They can't get the big
Exactly.
man in.
Well,
Unbelievable.
anyway, she's the one that deals with it. She said, you would have this form to fill out, but I'll fill it out because of social distance, blah, blah, blah. So she's asking us the questions, right? So it's Maria, my daughter, and I sitting at one end of the table, the other end of the table, she's asking the questions.
Right.
It's all straightforward, brilliant. And she says, I know it's a strange one, but I need to ask, what religion are you?
Why do they have to ask that?
And I said, and she went, it's no, that's what she said. She said, it's not important, and I know it's a strange question, but I need to ask, what religion are you? And I said, well, if it's no important, why are you asking?
If it's not important, then, well, you know, see the Star of David on my chest.
With a fucking shirt rolled up. There was a bulldog. With a Union
you
Jack.
No, you're, what religion are you? What religion am
Say them all.
I think you know very well, man. Fucking nanu.
Couple of wee winks. No, so she said, and I said, well, if it's no important, why do you have to ask? She went, it's just here in the paperwork. So I just looked at Maria, and then the woman said, Roman Catholic. And I looked at Maria, and I was like, well, what are you? And
That's mad,
my daughter went, I don't have a religion. And she's and
You're
I said,
like,
well,
you what? May God strike you down.
I said,
Fucking 6 Hail Marys.
I was like, they're obviously Catholic. Don't get into them. Don't tell them the real religion.
and then Maria said, well, you know, I'm Roman Catholic. My child has been baptized and christened in the Roman Catholic Church, but we don't practice. And then she looked at me, and I said, you know, I'm no religious.
Music's my
Unless,
religion.
and I put my horn out, I said, if I shook your horn, you would know
Music.
my religion.
Music's my religion, hen. And then just drop the fucking, is there anybody out there?
Up in the desk.
Aye.
That's my religion.
Piece of the place, lad.
The lasers are my religion. And then I just went, I don't have a religion. And she went, atheist. And I went, I'm no. And then she went, well, I'll just leave it as, I think she just doesn't apply or whatever the fucking. So the three is couldn't even actually commit to a religion.
I mean, obviously when I was young, right? I was brought up a good Orangeman, you know, and
Do you drink?
I would
Where's you
imagine
in?
exactly, mate. Yeah, into the bowling club, fucking social membership. I suppose you would say I was a Protestant or brought up Protestant.
I was the same, aye.
So I went to Sunday school, all that carry on. But
Sunday school, the Rangers.
The Rangers,
the Masonics, the Boy Scouts,
Rangers is my religion.
the Sea Scouts, mate. Yeah, I mean,
Jewish, Roman Catholic, Rangers. That's any joke in Scotland, isn't it? Religion, Rangers or Celtic, the Rangers.
son of Walter. Blessed be his eye, David Murray, our Lord and Saviour. The man with one leg shall save it.
I follow the one-footed hero.
I
follow the man who leaves no footprints.
Mate, I can remember being leaves no footprint. Like, at least one
Not even
footprint.
to the tax man.
Leaves one heavy footprint from his little leg. I can remember being young and being at Ibrox, right? And then David Murray was coming out to unveil the flag when we used to win. When we used to win fucking leagues, right? And I remember saying to my grandpa, going, why's he walking so slowly? Like, the guy's got any legs, that's how.
Show some respect for the Godfather.
The guy's doing his best. And I was like, he's walking so slow. The guy's got any legs.
HMRC, we'll be broken in. Some cunt stole all the Rangers files. But there's one footprint for the windy. I think I just might know who it is.
Oh, God. Aye, but mate, I couldn't believe it when it asked me. I still don't understand how.
What's it got to do with anything?
Exactly. Who cares? Like, who cares, man? And then, again, this seems to be the thing where it's almost kind of going back to what we were talking about at the start, where everybody feels as if they've got to have, like, a tribe or be part of a community. Like, everyone's got to. See before, sometimes I talk as if I'm like fucking 70-year-old. Do you mean, see my day, son? You know what I mean? As long as you had a firm handshake and a good headbutt, nobody gave a fuck about you. People used to say things like, how you doing? I'm Scott. And you go, all right, mate. And that's it. Whereas now it's like, hi, how you doing? I'm fucking, and they've got to tell you everything that's meant to be like, you're like, guys, shut up, man. Who cares? And sometimes I feel as if that isn't the real world. Like those groups of people, I don't really know any of them. Do you know what I mean? And
that's a social media world.
They're trying to bring the rest of the world up, and we're just fucking moving along as normal, just getting on with our business.
I think when you meet cunts who just have been brought up with social media, when they meet you, they want to give you the wee introductory paragraph that they would have in their profile.
Aye.
And you're just like, mate, I just want a funny picture and you to fuck off. And that's all I need for you. Hello. All right, see you.
That's okay.
It's insanity.
What religion are you? I couldn't believe it that even now, like, it's still you're still asked to put.
What the can you fucking do the job? Aye, I can do the job. Here's how I can do the job. But what religion are you? What the fuck is that got to do with me doing it? Well, they might, unless it was like a fucking, I don't know. There's got to be some religions that would have. It would what's the word? It would be a conflict of interest in your work. Like, you couldn't be like fucking being a, I don't know what the doctors called it, just do abortions, right? You couldn't be one of them and be a fucking pro-lifer.
How could you know?
You're fucking ripping it out and then you're putting it back in. You're in an internal dilemma. Oh my God, I can't do this. God will strike me down. I better fucking put the vein back in. Or when you're putting the food blender up to chop up the vein inside or whatever it is.
Come on.
That's what it is.
Come
it's basically
on.
a food blender that goes up the woman's nudge.
Stop it now.
And fucking
Stop it now.
Chops up the fucking embryo.
Stop it now. Stop it now.
Listen, folk, don't realise the reality of things, they will never make an informed decision. That's why I'm a pro-lifer, yeah?
I don't think that.
If you were a doctor and you were a pro-lifer, you couldn't do that line of work, is what I'm saying. That's when religion would maybe come and impose on your work. So there's maybe some jobs where religion is a, like fucking suicide bomber.
Like, shut up. What I mean is, like, for example, if you are Muslim or you're practicing Muslim or you're practicing Islam, you may have, obviously I'm not Muslim, I don't practice Islam, so I don't know the call to prayers, I don't know the times. So there may be a time during the day where you need to go and pray, or there may need to be a prayer room set up in the business where you can go and pray. Yep. I understand that, but my whole thing about asking you what your religion is, why ask the question if you then give the option prefer not to say? Why ask the question? So but you would only ask a question if you need the answer.
Aye, if you need that data.
If I'm saying to you, how you doing, Mal? Listen, well, just a couple of things that we need, right, in order that we can get you a start in the business, right? What's your name?
Hello there.
Hello. What's your name?
Yeah, Mallorca.
Right. And what is your sex, Mal?
Oh, that's easy. I'm a male.
Male, okay. And your religion. Now, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to tell me. But I just need to know for this form. So, what religion are you?
I'd rather not say.
Right. Okay. Why? Do you mean why ask the question?
I know. But then, do you know, Hank, by going, I'd rather not say, the eyebrows are up.
Aye, but what I mean is
hiding?
But then how much of that is like people going, well, should I be answering that, or should I know, or are they trying to catch me? Same with the sex, like it says male, female, other, prefer not to say. You're like, well, why give the option of prefer not to say if you ask the question? Surely that information is not relevant.
Do you think it would come down to an interview? They've got 3 candidates in front of them, all equally amazing, brilliant. They're all fucking overqualified for to do this job. They're all the fucking man, woman, or whatever for the job, right?
Yep.
And they go, right, we've got a man here who is fucking Christian. We've got a woman here.
This is terrifying.
Prefer not to say.
And how do you know she's a woman? How do you know she's a woman? How do you know she's a woman? Oh, you mean religion?
Aye, religion she prefer not to say, because she's a woman who prefer not to say what religion. And then we've got somebody who we don't actually know what religion or sex they are.
Right.
Let's get them in for a laugh. Let's just get them in for the interview anyway. Because I want to know what this cunt's wearing. If he's got makeup on. Did you talk to him in the chat room? Or was just online? Right, fucking get him in. I need to see this cunt. Oh, it's a woman. So it's a woman who thinks she's a guy.
Right, stop now.
She's not in the Masons. She's not in the Masons.
She's not in the Masons.
But does that what I'm trying to be funny about is, does it come down to it where, you've got the exact same results as everybody else and they go, he never ticked anything for a religion. So
well,
fuck him. He's a weirdo.
That's the thing in it, where there was I don't know if it's done now, or if there was an online job site who, when they send the applications, take out all personal details. So they only send the CV. They don't give you the name. They don't give you their sex, their age, so that people are able to make... Exactly, because... But here's the other thing, right? We judge all the time. This is what humans do. Exactly. You look at somebody, you fucking size them up. You go, he's a cunt, or she's a cunt, or he's all right, or she's all right.
She'd get it.
It's just in your nature as a human, right? So obviously, if you're reading a name, here's the other fucking conversation nobody wants to have. See if you're going for a job application, right? And there's 2
Your name's
people.
fucking Hackmead Halach.
But listen, and you say, right, the first one, fucking Roy McGregor, and who's the candidate to? Abdul Muhammad. You're like, what? Right. Now, that is because people are inherently racist towards Muslims because of what is in the fucking media in this country and how they're represented. You don't know anything about these people's history based on a name. So that is why these questions and that information should be removed.
That's a great idea. Do you think if you lived in, I'm just trying to think, one of the countries who it's a Muslim country or something, and they go, right, who's our application for the job? Well, we've got fucking Hackmead, and
I mean, see,
all the names. I don't know the names, right? And then
don't say blah, 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 that's not a name.
Frank Smith. Get Frank in, man. Yeah, let's see what this fucking idiot's up to. He's probably a mad Christian crusader. His cunt's fucking killed millions of us on the Christian Crusades, the fucking crusading bastard. You know, there's a yang to a yang. It's just
I can
fucking
understand where you're trying to go here.
insanity. You know, like the Christian race, we fucking, no one of the Muslims hate the Christians because we fucking try to force them into Christianity on the Crusades, killed millions, try to fucking, hey, join us, believe in a guy in the clouds, know your guy in the clouds, believe in your guy in the clouds, he's got a white beard, we're not getting out if he's black or white. Believe in him, or you're dead. And your full family's dead. Your village is dead. Your tunes dead. Your fucking, I will kill the lotties.
Your tunes dead. Mate,
Your
the tunes
tunes
dead. You're with me now.
The tunes deed. Oh, the big shopping centre opened up. It's killed the tune, mate.
It's the world is full of so many wrongs. I think I'll tie at this section of the show up by saying this. The world is full of so many wrongs that we can never fix. It's better just to fucking learn from it and move on as a human race. Amen. You're listening to the podcast show, the hashtag show podcast.
And he turned the gun on himself.
Yeah.
Bang.
And listen, hey, my boy has been applying for apprenticeships.
Yep.
And they don't even ask your fucking age. And I went, what the fuck's that? And he went, they don't ask your age in any application forms now. So's you're no discriminating age. And I was like, so you could be fucking 50-year-old and apply for an apprenticeship? And he went,
why
no,
not?
you're not allowed
Why
to
not?
a certain age. Huh?
Why no? Why no?
Because it's fucking insanity. You know it is.
Right, here's
Some
the
old
thing,
guy.
right? Hey, listen, I'm 36 in a week's time, right? Now, obviously the situation with fucking gigs, don't know when it's going to be back, right?
Yep.
Say I made the decision that I wanted a career change, right?
Yep.
Done with comedy, got to try something else. For example, I've got a passion for woodwork and I want to become a joiner. You're telling me that I'm too old to go and get an apprenticeship somewhere?
No, because you're still 36. What I would suggest is no an apprenticeship, go on a few courses, go and work with somebody, you know, do it the right way rather than 4 years of your life for 5 fucking pence an hour.
Well, again, how much of that is wrong? Young boys getting shipped off, which is effectively slave labour. It's effectively what it is.
The
An
world's full
apprenticeship.
of wrongs. The world's
Hey,
full. I
see-
don't have the,
see
I don't
when
hold
I-
the answer, Scott. I'm
When
sorry.
I had friends at school and they were doing apprenticeships, you're like, what are you getting a lot? I'm getting £60 a week. Going, are you fucking joking? Aye, but I'm getting trained. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Every job you're getting trained. And you're getting £60 a week. Mate, that's slave labour.
Mate, I was on
That's what I is.
£50 a week. It was
That's
my
disgraceful.
first job.
That's
But,
fucking
listen,
disgraceful.
See when you're the ignorance of youth, you've got that time because you're staying with mummy and daddy or fucking whatever. When you're a grown man, you can't go and do an apprenticeship and live off the wages. There's certain
know-
things that you can't do.
The sad thing is see the reality that we're in just now, mate, right? With the whole fucking COVID bullshit. It's just making me realise now. I remember not that long ago, right? Maybe less than 10 years ago, when I would, and I'll openly say it, I would look at people on benefits, right? And I would say to myself, and I'm talking about the ones, and we all know them, right? I could give you 3 names now. We all know these people who should not be in benefits, don't need to be in disability, know how to play the system, understand the system. Right, so they get the house, they get the bill paid for, and they get money in their pocket. And I can remember, and I'll openly say it, I would think, I don't know how people like that can live their life. I don't understand how they can live with themselves, and I don't understand how they can live in that situation and also get by on that money. See, now that I'm in this position, mate, where I've got fuck all, right? See the quiz, I did a quiz on a Wednesday. I'll get anything between 60 quid to maybe 100 quid, right, for donations. That's what I'm getting. That is the only money I've got to live on.
It's like busking, Scott.
I mean, that's what it is. The missus has got to pay everything, right, for her salary. Everything. So she hasn't got a penny left. So that's obviously putting stress on her because she's knocking her pan in 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, and she's got nothing to show for it, right, because we're in this situation. The other side of it is, which I'm sure a lot of men are feeling now, I have never been in a situation where I'm no the breadwinner. I've never been in a situation where I'm no the one earning the most money. And see now that role's reversed, and you're relying on your partner to provide stuff, mate, it's horrible. It makes you don't feel like a man. And I know that's a fucking an old-fashioned thing to say. What is a man?
70s vibe, but I know what you're saying.
It doesn't, like, I feel like a burden. I've said that to him. I feel like I'm a burden on people. Now, to go back to my point about the benefits, see if I'm sitting in this flat and my house is paid for My council tax is paid for. I'm getting money towards my lecky and my bills, and I'm getting fucking 70 odd to £100 a week in my pocket.
That's your job.
These cunts are better off than I'm the new.
There is definitely a line where people like ourselves fall into this category of fucking it's like a no man's land, you know. And then the other side of it,
I'm walking in the wilderness.
but there's the other side of it where people
Looking
play the
for
game.
a bright red horn to guide me.
But it's no, like people who play the system.
Aye.
They know it like almost like it is a job. It's their job to to bleed more money out it and tick all the right boxes to get.
Mate,
You know,
I used to.
well, if I put down on my Muslim, I get an extra £5 on my brew money. Muslim.
Stop.
You know, whatever it is.
saying things like that.
No, I'm just saying, whatever, they know what it is to tick and press and talk to get the fucking grants. You know, again, you're actually fortunate that at least one of you is getting an income and being able to pay your bills. Imagine if it was just you, you'd be tossed out your fucking flat.
Oh,
You'd be
mate, I'd be on the street. Aye.
You'd be sleeping in fucking cunts, my fucking couch probably, your mate's couches, to try and get a fucking house, an emergency housing.
Aye.
It's fucking grim.
But here's the thing, right? We've spoken about this before with the people who, and I don't think they realise that they are lucky, right? That there are people who are in their house now, both partners are furloughed in their own either 80% or 100% of their wages, right? And they're effectively on holiday for 4 months, right? It's effectively what it is.
They've not got a cheek to complain about fuck all.
No, but also, mate, there are people who have lost everything in these months. I've lost everything. They've been chucked out their house because, I'm like, for example, my landlord, right? We got 1 month reduced rent, right? They took 300 quid off our rent for the first month, but that £300 comes off my deposit. So it's no reduced rent.
Aye. It's
right?
just, we'll sort that out later.
And then after the first month, we were back to full rent again, right? There'll be people who have lost their home, have lost their job, and they've got nothing. I'm lucky that, like, my mum's still alive, right? I've got mates. I've got you, Mal, right? If I was, for example, a single man, lost my house because of everything that's happened with COVID, I would hope that I'd have somewhere to crash for a bit. But then how long does that take to get back on your feet again? Because it's not as if people can say, right, come January 2021, everything's back to normal, loads of places are employing, you can walk back into a job again. Nobody knows what the situation is going to be like. If anything, more people are going to lose their job and it's going to get harder.
Oh, it's getting grim going back. You know, I've got people who have got really big jobs and big companies, and they're going, still got my job, I'm thankful for that, but I don't know how things are going to pan out.
Aye.
Let's get back to talking about fucking funny things, man.
Right, I'm going to hit you some questions because
it's hardcore, man. It's listen, and see if you're out there and you're in full wage, furloughed, and you've been working right through this, and you're in a good place, and you're not a patron. Fuck off and don't listen to this fucking show, you dirty wee bastard. I know, let's spin where they all stay.
See if you're sitting listening to this for free and you've got fucking money in the bank, you fucking bastard. $5, that's what it needs, mate. $5.
3 eggs a day, that's what I've got.
3 eggs a day. If you do want to become a Patreon and support the show and support me and Mal, not only supporting the show, getting access to every single episode, including special content that's coming up very soon. Head to the hashtagshow.co.uk, follow the links to join the Patreon, or head to patreon.com/the#show. You can sign up now for as little as $5 a month. And that will help support me and Mal and the show and everything else. And my dog has just farted and it's fucking horrific. Right, I'm going to ask you some questions. I don't know if that's him, like his body's dying because his farts, mate, have been horrific the last couple of weeks. We have got some questions on Patreon from our wonderful hashtag heroes. Some of these are absolute belters. I'm going to ask them just now. I'll also say as well, if you are listening to this on your podcast player, we are available on Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, and all the other amazing podcasts.
I think on even Mixcloud now as well.
Yes, we should be up on Google Podcasts within the next 48 hours as well.
Oh, hello there.
But
before we jump into a question, can we give a shout out to our new patrons? Because we've had a flurry of new recent activity there, Scott. I don't know if you noticed.
I mean, considering that this is the free one, I mean, I have a list of all the heroes here. I don't know if you want me to read off that list.
All 94 of them?
All 94 of them.
That's amazing. 94 pages. See if we get that to 100 by next episode. I will personally suck anybody off who delivers the
Whoa.
big £10 donation. Now, that's a lot of cum that I will take for you guys.
Jesus Christ! Well, when we get to 100 heroes, we're going to release the first of our special recordings.
But listen, see that
You ran the poll, didn't you? So what is the
poll,
first one
man,
going to be?
Well, the last time I looked at it, it was the fucking
We put
the
up a
Hillbilly
poll.
episode.
We put up a poll on Twitter, asking people what they like the first special episode to be for patrons only. So we'd either record a Hillbilly episode. What was it? A Captain Tom Moore.
Yep.
What were the other
Time
options?
Travels.
ASMR Time Travelers.
And so, Time Travelers. Which I don't know if you remember, that's the boys there at fucking, they do a bit of time traveling there anyway.
Time traveling.
Time Travelers. The gypsies who travel through time. They're sitting at 22%.
Oh.
The ASMR. That's the
Yep.
whispered one. That's a personal favourite of mine. I'd love to do that show.
I don't know why it is you. Well, we're going to record.
Even you just did it. It's making me giggle.
We're going to record all of them, but we're going to release the first one. I
First one.
don't know why you like this so much.
The ASMR one is only 14%.
Oh.
Now, Commander Tom's Diaries, another personal favourite of mine,
Yes.
14%.
See, I wonder if it's just because we've given people too much Captain Tom Moore.
I think Captain Tom Moore was just a Patreon only episode, which
right.
I was greeting with laughter at that. The Hillbillies is the clear winner at 50% right now.
I mean,
So it's looking like
Hillbillies.
the Hillbillies. I mean, the vote's still open for 23 hours and 4 minutes. If you want, head out to Twitter and cast your vote to find out which is going to be the special episode.
I think when the Captain Tom Moore episode comes out, it should be Captain Tom Moore and Sean Connery's diaries. I think the episode.
Maybe Sean interviewing Tom.
That's the one it's going to be.
No, maybe the Sean Connery one could be the two Seans. It could be two.
Obviously, you are the Sean Connery, and then I'm going to do the Captain Moore. So you could have as your Chicago way. Some of those.
Tell me, Tom, was there a Chicago way back in World War II?
Some of those classic Sean Connery stories for the old episodes, mate. With a young boy and a lobster. It's a young boy and a lobster. And he's getting the helicopter. That's one of my favourite movies. That, the Black James Bond, and some of the Ellen Chapman was fucking gold.
Aye.
Right, but so get over and vote, and if you are on the Patreon and you are a hashtag hero, thank you so much. Right, you want me to read these names?
Aye, go for it. Let me hear the heroes. I can't believe we had a flurry of recent pledgers or whatever you call them, heroes. And thanks, guys.
It means a lot. It really does. Here are the hashtag heroes. In no particular order: Andrew Ward, Stephen Wilson. I'm going. Hold on. Stop.
Right.
I'm going to make
Take it for the top.
Well,
I'll just get
so
ready.
I can actually see.
Get my glasses on
Hashtag
first.
heroes in no particular order: Andrew Ward, Stephen Wilson, Ian Stewart, Lewis Nairn, David Anderson, Gary Hewitt, Gary Ditchburn, Craig Middlemist, David McKay, Glenn McPherson, Alistair Blair, Ian Edgar, Ewan Cochrane, Deek Cowan, Stuart Hamlin, Lee Carroll, Laura Derrick, Jack McDonald, John White, James Aitchison, William Wilson, Malcolm McKechnie, Mark Dunsmore, Craig Reid, John Struthers, Mark McFarlane, Kenny McGuire, Sam Sully, Jack King, Chris Stevenson, Michael Keegan, Liam Baird, Brian Mackay, Andy Henderson, Chris Vance, Calvin Dixon, John Hooper, Barry Ward, Kenny O'Neill, Billy Rowan, Fiona McKnight, Mark Chandler, Jamie McCallum, Michelle Clark, Gary Sweeten, David Byrne, Ian Reid, Ian Roger, Malcolm Love, Jerry Weatherall, Barry Keaton, Mark Hughes, Robert Baird, Graham White, David Smith, Lee Satchel, Sean Keys, Chris Rooney, Paul Jameson, Andrew Livyman, Gary Kerr, Liam Ross, Stephen Kelly, Claire McDermott, Finley Marnell, Kyle Stewart, we're not done yet, Scott Bryce, Daniel Bradley, Mikey McGee, Mark Andrew, Gail Tyndall, Bruce Parker, Fraser Clyde, Scott Hanna, Matt McNally, Para Dubois, Andy Bailey, Gavin Welsh, Ali Black, Duncan Anderson, Donna D, Thomas Clay, Adam Rodney, Willie Burns, Douglas Anderson, Rainey Asby, Jamie Preston, Kevin Malone, Stephen Barton, Ryan McGowan, and Douglas Kane. Those are the heroes.
Heroes, man. That's a fucking workout I just done there, man. Jesus. Bucati or whatever it is, man.
Bucati. Wow.
Big up yourselves.
Those are the heroes. Those are the heroes. And you too could be part of that list by simply heading to patreon.com/the hashtag show. What do you get? You get every episode. Because if you look in your podcast player, you will see there are episodes missing. And that's because every second episode goes to the Patreons, including the extra content. Plus, it is now the only place to see the video version of the show is in the Patreon. So once again, patreon.com/the hashtag show. Right, got a question.
Just to add to that, Scott.
Yes.
The only way you'll be able to put a question in now is via Patreon as well.
Correct. And the
Sorry,
question,
guys, but we just have to veer it along to the Patreon with it. You know, time is money. All the best now. Take care.
questions from the Patreons, from the patrons. David McKay, long-term listener, first-time caller.
What hero?
He has asked, if you were asked to go on the International Space Station for a month to do experiments, for example, get steaming and eat curries, would you do it or would you shite it? That question goes to number one, Malockley from Stevenson.
You know what? I don't know if it's just because he's a Patreon, but that question is a lot better than some of the guff we've been getting. So thank you for that. It sounds amazing, right? No, instantly I was like, I'm fucking there. Like getting drunk and eating curries while floating about in space. How good is that?
I don't know. I don't understand what would need to happen on Earth that NASA's going, we need to get a fucking Scotsman in space eating a curry steaming to test that environment.
I know exactly what the boy's thinking. And I know what NASA would be thinking to actually put those tests in place. And it's because of this. See all that dry pack air fucking astronaut food? It's a lot of dough to put together.
See we just phone a couple of curries for the boys before they go.
maybe what's going to happen with the if global pandemics become the norm, right? It's going to affect crops. It's going to affect livestock. In the next 10 years, maybe eating hydrated food out of packs is going to become the norm. You know, you might go to a Michelin star restaurant and instead of having some delicious meal, you're going to give in a pack that you put hot water in and you eat it like space. So maybe you're going up there.
Pot noodle.
Maybe you're going up there. Can you imagine if you were on the space station and they're all tucking in and you just go to a fucking pot noodle? All right, boys.
Floating a bit like that with the belly out and all that.
Has anybody seen the
shake the soy sauce? Don't open the soy sauce. Just fucking all right, lads.
Right, and fucking the Russian and the cosmonaut side. Oh, sorry about that. They're fucking cosmonaut. You had a bad curry.
You just floated into the command pod. Lads, I'm looking for a plastic.
That wee door.
I'm looking for a plastic bag and a rubber band. What's happened? I've got to make a pot noodle, mate. No, you can't. I need to put a bag on it and then seal it with a rubber band, mate. It makes it steam it, you know.
Just fucking floating through.
How do you boil a kettle up here? What the fuck's the fucking plan here?
Lads,
Houston, we have a problem. I've got a fucking beef tomato one and I can't boil it.
Houston. Hello, Malacca. Listen, I don't know if something's wrong or no, but I was trying to boil a kettle for the old beef and tomato pot noodle, and I seem to have fired off one of the rockets. Is that going to be a problem for later on?
Right, let me ask you this.
Houston, we've got a fucking right big bad problem here. You never fucking packed any curry bad boys. And I've got the GBX on Friday. I'm blasting it up here, man. The fuck, Houston?
Here, Houston. Houston, I know you can hear us. It's Mal. Listen, I've just been through the fucking food stories, right? It's all as a potatoes, but was this a fucking selling shut or something? What's happening here?
Right, I've got a question for you, right?
I better not be up in space with Tom Hanks. He's a fucking pedo.
We'll get on that in a minute. Here's a question for you. NASA hold a lottery, a world lottery, right?
Mm-hmm.
To send a civilian into space.
Yep.
You win the ticket. They ask if you want to go to the International Space Station. Yes, a simple yes or no answer. Do you go?
Of course I go. And
right.
I waste of time.
Yeah, obviously, right? here's my
You
next.
can imagine me on that G-force tester.
No, you'd be getting up into the space station just fucking mentioning, putting
My fucking
mentions everywhere.
heart, my fucking heart. Stop this thing. Slow it down.
Oh, I've shot myself.
You're allowed to take 2 items from home with you into the space station. What are you taking?
What? So, I mean, things like a laptop, you're going to have it anyway, isn't it? That's all
Aye,
there.
nothing electrical, nothing like that.
That's a tough one, isn't it? Because all the gadgets and that's there.
I'd take a beef and tomato pot noodle and a Bombay bad boy.
A fucking mother's pride loaf and 6 Bombay bad boys.
A party keg of Stella. And 2 fucking chicken tikka naans.
They should. That's how they get money for any NASA project, right? They do it like a Big Brother thing, and they just put a buffoon in, like a fucking just a normal guy who's going to be like flying about. Who's that guy? Like Homer Simpson type guy,
Mate, let me
who's just going to be.
send me in a guy of my size, because all the astronauts are built like Formula 1 drivers. They're all fucking 5'2" and they weigh 3 stone. Then I'd be standing with a pure fucking skin tight lycra suit on.
Squeezing into the seat,
Aye.
and they're all like that, trying to fucking play on the buttons, and you just like right by them.
No, you'd be sitting in the chair, right, with a helmet like halfway down, so the beard sticking out. Aye.
Yeah, any chance of an extender on this belt? Any chance of an extender for the belt hand?
Yeah, Nicolo, I'm fucking flying.
Nicolo. What is it? Nicolo. Spit on his mate. I want to see you fly through the air. Oh, you dirty bastard, man.
Oh, no, I don't want to alarm MD in the cabin. But that curry bad boy's coming back on us. I don't know. Oh, stand back.
I've lost pressure. I've lost pressure in my suit, Nicolo. Nicolo, I farted. He's been doing.
You've just got the fucking NASA jumpsuit zipped down, just like opened up with a hairy chest poking out at the belly and all that. Miklo!
No, you're sitting in your suit in space, floating about, and you've got one massive leg because you've just been farting and it's been filling up your trouser leg. What is wrong with your suit?
I've been farting. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. I'm going to have to let this out at some point.
The piss bag just fucking floating next to you.
You'd have NASA coming and going like, Houston, this is NASA. We seem to be getting some crazy signals from your suit, Scott.
I've been farting for 2.5 hours.
There's some lethal gas in the cabin, guys. Some methane.
Seems to be no clean oxygen left.
They're doing all the tests and all that, flying around the shuttle, and they go by your wee cabin, and there's like a fucking. You're trying to kind of get the gravity down so you can lie on the couch and watch Netflix or something.
When you do a live, you're doing a live link to BBC News, and you've just got like all your washing hanging up behind you, like on the fucking.
I tell you what, it's born as fucking space, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That washing's been there for weeks. Has it dried? Has it not?
The guy comes into the command pod.
Where is Nikolai? I bet they can 40 quid. He couldn't stand outside for half an hour. In his pants. Just his helmet, man. It's fucking freezing.
Nikolai, I'm going to open this hatch. Hold your breath. Let's see.
Right. So the question was, if you were asked to go to an international space station for a month to do experiments, would you do it or would you shite it? I think both of us would go. I would certainly go.
But I would tell you, my downfall would be I would come to the right up to the, and I would shit it at the last minute, just going on the rock. I don't like traveling flying anyway, so I know that would break me.
See, I always take comfort in flying because I've convinced myself that see, as soon as it lifts off the ground, that until it lands, I'm dead.
Aye, you're lucky to be alive.
No, what I mean is, like, see when some people, like, they worry about flying. Like, my mum is terrified of flying, right? And I've never understood it because I'm kind of, I kind of find comfort in the fact that, see, I know if I'm in a plane crash, I'm dead. Like, there's no way you're surviving it.
No.
Right? So
you're ready for death by the minute standing in that plane.
There's nothing to worry about because as soon as you're in the air, you know, if this thing goes down, we're dead. So there's not.
Aye, but it's all the panic in between that freaks me out. But we'll not go there. So
I'd just be sitting quiet, just fucking.
The Bombay bad boy like that. Bump me again, I'll fucking take the jaw clean off you.
Stop greeting. But who are you going to phone? Shut up. Right, well, I did. We were dead when we go on this thing.
You've been out the toilet twice, now let me watch the fucking football.
Gonna put the film back on. We're in free fall, sir. Put the film on.
What did you pause the film for, you fucking who? We're going to die anyway.
I want to know if Tom Hanks what he names his beach ball.
So,
Right.
but the two is are there, right? Whether it would get up in air, up in space, is a different story. Next question.
Next question. This question comes from Douglas Kane, and this one is for Mallorca Lee.
Hello there.
And the question says, from Douglas Crane, I work in nursing, but love animals. Do you think we should abandon guide dogs for the blind, but have guide dwarfs for the blind instead? The little people could chat to the blind person and can shit in the toilet. That way they don't have to stop and try and pick up dog shit on their way. Cheers, Doug.
Well, that's a great thing, Doug, because I think straight off the bat, I'm thinking you're getting Job to, the vertically challenged. So like, there's definite jobs there. And how easy would it be? You're just walking about doing shopping with somebody. There would be hours involved. I'd imagine the wages would be good because it'd be government funded.
Do they have to be on like a leash, like the Doug?
You'd have to fucking leash them and muzzle them because you can go right fucking nippy at times.
You could just because would you want to hold his horn, or would that be weird?
Can you imagine what the wee costumes you'd get for them?
Shut up. See, this is why. Do you know what? As soon as I asked the question, I was like, "This is going to be."
I
mean, obviously,
costumes and all that.
The correct answer is no. We should not replace guide dogs with.
But this is a hashtag show, and you've asked me, so
I know.
yes, guide dogs, they're great in theory, but a midget would be far better. It would know when to cross the road. There is no room for mistakes.
You can't say midget anymore, can you? What is it you have to say now?
Vertically challenged.
A little person.
No, that's funny. See, if I was a midget, I'd rather be called a midget than a little person. I'd be like, who are you calling a little person? You fucking giant cunt, you. Do you know what I mean? Little person just sounds like a fucking Ken Dodd guy or something.
Do you know the only thing I've got with guide dogs that I find quite upsetting is that they only work for a certain length of time.
What?
You know what I
only
mean?
get certain good, and then he just gets scun out and goes, he's getting fucking killed.
No, but leads you into a train track.
Aye.
No, wait. I'll just double check. How long does a guide dog?
Aye, then it's maybe put into a care home or somebody rescues it.
So here we go. There are about 5,000 guide dog owners in the UK, says the charity Guide Dogs, which breed about 1,300 puppies each year. A guide dog's average working life is 6 to 7 years, and they are normally retired at about 10 or 11 years old, depending on the health and the amount of work they need to do. So 6 or 7 years, right? So see if you are a blind person and you're given a guide dog, I love the two of
You
mine.
lose your pal, your wee dog.
Aye, because two of mine are sitting right there. I love him to death. I'll have him my whole life. If you've got a connection with a guide dog, it's your eyes, mate. It's your eyes to the world. And then after 6 years, it's got to be taken off you to retire. It must be hard. It must be horrible.
But I think it's just part of the process that you would be used to because your sight you've lost your sight for say all your life. When that dog gets taken off, you're not going, oh, my wee dog. You're going, right, I'm going to get a better upgrade now because
I'm going to get one with 5 legs.
Aye, because that last one cut
This
a close
one's
calls or whatever.
This one's got 5G and it's got speakers on it, man.
Exactly, man. You want to be update. But I think it's amazing that dogs can do that, right?
Have you seen the ones?
Let's be honest, little people would be far better for the job.
But then, if that is the road we're going down, why not just have care workers for the blind?
Because little people don't take up as much space. Like a care worker, you'd need to give them their own room. A little person,
see, this is the
a wee
thing.
tiny bunk, a wee tiny bunk at the bottom of your bed.
In your head, they're still going to sleep in a dog basket, isn't they?
You'd have a wee tea house or something.
Some wee guy fucking going round in circles and then getting all cozy and getting in his wee basket, and the family just sitting. Can you imagine, like, if your papa had a guide dog, right? And then you phone them up, you're like, everything all right? The council's coming in to give me that new fucking guide dog. And then you all went round the family, and it was just a wee guy going, all right?
All right, boys.
and the dog basket, you're like, who the fuck are you? I'm your papa's dog.
Your papa's like,
See that cupboard where you hang your jackets? Well, what I did was, I just put a couple of shelves in, the cunt's got a fucking 3-story flat. I put a TV in one of the floors, I bed in the other, and then he's got an attic where he puts all his shite. He's as happy as Larry.
I've put some artwork up for him. It's just 2 first-class stamps. I've hung a wee picture up for him.
See that old fucking black white telly I had? I stuck that in there, and she's got a fucking...
You can see it in the past. You think you can see it in the past? I tell you, it was a portal to the past.
You think she's fucking doing all the scala, that old shite TV? I get the fucking back come up.
Here,
The fucking TV's bigger than him. Give me a...
calling the council round. What seems to be the problem, Mr. Lee? Something's wrong with that dog. He's not eating his dinner for 3 weeks, and he's not moving now. That's a man, Mr. Lee. That's a man. I've been feeding him dog food. He's not touched that fucking drop yet.
just clapping the wee midget, and the guy's like, please help me. I'm not a dog.
It's fucking amazing. I've never had a dog that could speak before.
Oh, good God.
You'd have to rename it something like fucking Rambo or some kind of dog name.
My name's Brian. I'm actually vertically challenged.
Come on, we all know you're a dog. Come on, Trigger. Let's go, Trigger. Come on. My name's Brian. Shut it. You're called Trigger now.
I instantly regret asking this question.
Another great question. You've got your answer. Next question. Listen, these are again, this is just all having a laugh.
Hey,
obviously,
listen, this is
if you're offended,
it's a comedy
fuck
podcast.
Off. You've been listening to the show long enough. If you're offended, don't send me any messages about, oh, it's a bit much, Mal. Fuck off. It's a joke. And I'm allowed to vent because I'm stuck in the house.
Right, final question. Stephen Harry Wilson, long-time listener.
Long-time hero.
You're a burglar.
Uh-huh.
But you can only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims. What are you stealing? Fucking great question.
That is a good... Well, that's endless.
Great question.
It also depends on who it is.
For example, when the fucking scum come round, they're like, has anything been taken? And people need to have a quick swatch to see if it's been stolen at the house, right?
Start rhyming off things you never had.
They had fucking... They've taken all the salmon and all the fillet steak at the fridge for a start.
The fucking jet ski's gone for a fucking...
Mal, 2 jet skis. The 2 jet skis are
two
right.
jet skis.
The speedboat. Right, that new fucking guide dog we got off the council, he's gone.
The fucking camper van. Fuck knows how they
camper
go
van.
here.
60-inch plasma in every room, gone. What else?
Fibre right to my fucking door.
What
Right
else?
out.
I'll tell you what else. Huh? Fucking an original Monet painting, gone. Do you know Jackson Pollock? I had 4 of him up the road. Done.
I just bought a brand new pair of Nike Airs. Fuck knows where they are. The cunt's slowly ran off with them.
1 for all the weddings. Done.
Receipts? Of course I'll get fucking receipts, but they still them and all.
You're not going to believe this. He's fucking bumped all the receipts. Oh,
He's
a
took
clever
my year-end
bastard.
books with him and all the cunt. I can't pay my tax.
Right, the first thing you're taking, well, standard for every house, toilet paper.
Right. Has MD ran out? We're all bulked up. Has MD ran out of toilet paper this fall fucking pandemic?
I've not ran out, but I've been like, we've only got 1 left and gone to the shop. Remember at the start when everybody was buying pasta?
And got it. It's never
Exactly.
been... Anyway, aye, so...
Right, steal all the toilet roll. Steal all the toilet roll, right?
Uh-huh.
That would annoy people. All the remote controls. So steal every remote control in the
Remote
house.
control's a fucking hard one, isn't it? Mine's just fucked now and it's doing my box going to the TV to turn it up and down.
What telly have you got?
It's an old shitty fucking thing. It's a big one.
Right. What is it with you
Heavy.
fucking millionaires that just don't want to buy new gear?
See if I was a millionaire.
I know. It'd be great, wouldn't it? You'd fucking tap me a £5.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I know you wouldn't get a
Like,
fucking
tenner.
side bastard.
Take it. Walk away. Take it.
Right, bastard. Here, that's another thing, man, about fucking electrical goods. Don't get me started on that. The fact that nothing is built to last. Mate, I shit you not. See when my grandpa finally died, right? That
You're saying that as if you're waiting.
Well, do you know that way, like, it's, see when I was young, mate, I know we're going off on a tangent here, but hey, it's your show. When I was young, he was the best grandpa ever. He really was, right? And that's because he was such a shite father, so he was trying to make up for it.
Aye.
See, growing up, mate, he was the best grandpa. Honest to God, the guy was amazing. But see, when he was
your best pal.
See, when he was an old man, he was a horrible, nasty old man, right? The last 5 years of his life, they were horrible, right? Genuinely horrible. And it's a shame because that affects your memories, right? Of the man. All he wanted to do was die. He just wanted to go. His wife had died. My granny had been gone for a couple of years.
He's got nothing to hold on for.
It was in such a mess, right? So when I say he finally went, that's what I mean. But when we were cleaning out the house, see, you're talking about black and white telly. My gran's black and white telly, mate. It must have been as old as me. Still worked. See her fridge.
Straight in, plug it in, and it worked.
Mate, that's the only fridge she had her whole life in that house. All my life growing up, the fridge still worked.
Where are the cunts that made this shit? Get them back.
I remember I had one.
What was the make it?
The maker of the fridge? I don't know, mate. Fridge.
TV.
I tell you, it was fucking British made, mate.
It was like a Grundig, built down the road.
I think the TV was a Grundig.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Grundig. And it was fucking solid, mate. Solid.
One of the ones with the big fucking tubes at the back.
It was a wee small one in the kitchen. It had a handle on the top to lift it. And see, you picked up, mate, it was lifting a wash machine.
Old school.
Solid. Years ago when I lived in Paisley, I'm talking years ago, when I bought my flat, me and an ex, she was for the Highlands and she went home, or she was always going home that weekend. It just happened that was the weekend we got the flat. So I was moving stuff in, right? And I remember getting paid. And when I was meant to move everything in, I basically went to fucking Curry's or Comet, as it was called back then, and bought a big fuck off TV and a bag of chips, right? And then sat in the house watching this fuck off with no furniture or fucking else in it, right? But that TV was like one of the first flat screens, but obviously it still had a bit of an arse on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after maybe 3 or 4 years, it started to kind of fade a wee bit. And I can still remember taking that into a guy in Paisley, like one of these old shops. You know, when you go in, it's like the two Ronnie sketch, there's just a guy with like a worktop, and he comes out with like
a room full of stacked up fucking electrical goods.
Blue overalls and a wee, like, hundreds of screwdrivers. What's the problem, son? I says, I've got this telly, mate. It feels a bit dull. Let me take a look at that. And then replaced a bulb or a tube in it. Mate, the telly was as good as new. And I remember him saying to me, he says, I'm not going to be here in a couple of years. And I thought, the way he said it as if, like, I'm dying. This is my last telly. And then he saw my face and he went, oh, no. What I mean is they're making televisions now so they can't be repaired. I was like, you're joking. He's like, no, son, no. He says, I can only replace these because I've got these bulbs in stock, stocked up. He's like, once that goes, I can't get them. And the new tellies that are coming out, they're no built to be repaired. So everything new, nothing's built to last.
It's all built on sand, mate. The house of cards is tumbling down.
Telling you, Scott, you've got my back up, son, with that chat.
We're stealing televisions. No, we're stealing remote controls. And we're stealing remotes. And we're stealing toilet roll. And I'm going to super glue all your mugs into the cabinet. Because if you come home for holiday, right? Let's say, for example, you come in for holiday, right? The windy's been panned, you're like, Franco, we've been robbed. You get in the house, you're like, it doesn't look like it's taking anything. All the remotes are going,
let's get a cup of tea.
Let's get a cup of tea. They fucking super glued all the mugs down. Right? So, super glue.
Take the wall unit off.
Super glue all the mugs, right? Cut all the cables on your electrical goods.
Oof. Cut the plugs off. That's just been nasty, man.
Maybe that's a bit too much, isn't it? I think.
Thank fuck I was going to say to you, I was just going to spunk in the cops.
I mean, if, in the name of God, mate, surely a burglary's in and out. You'd be night when they do a job with. Imagine robbing you'd be like the Spunky Bandits.
Just white Marcel and the fucking pillars and all that. The underside.
Don't worry, we'll catch him. They bother. He's spunked in every fucking room in this house. Don't touch the mugs.
Put a UV light on.
Is that condensed milk in that coffee head? That's off a sweet.
Here's a good one. just fucking knock the router.
Oh.
No internet, you're driving yourself batty until you have to get a router. No internet now. It's, imagine doing it the now and somebody in lockdown, straight in, either cutting their phone line outside or knocking their internet router.
Mate, I remember on the first.
They go
Remember,
nuts, man.
remember right back at the start of lockdown when it was like you're only allowed to do it once a day for an hour for your government sanctioned walk, right? Our internet dropped twice in a week, and I remember being in the living room going, "I'll fucking murder some cunt if this just to get fucking on." Like, how reliant are we on internet?
Well, we wouldn't be doing this.
No,
wouldn't
like
be
we
doing many
spoke
things
about
in
this
our
now with the
day-to-day.
computer. Aye, do you know what I mean?
I need to fucking pull it off to memories, mate. Let's fuck that up a bit.
You get the fucking red tube up, the old red tube, or whatever it is. Crack one off. I need to resort myself to the old Scud Mad collection in the loft.
Well,
Aye,
Stevie Wilson,
router. There you
I
go.
think we're going router. That, I mean, that's going to. If you took, imagine you come home for holiday, right? This is all done and dusted, right? Lockdown's over. You've done a couple of gigs. You've put another £1 million cash in the bank. You say to the wife, "Remember that place I stood on that hanging fucking bust my foot open? Let's get back here. Let's get back here for a week. Eh? Remember that time?
All included. Let's
Remember
bring-
that time
bring
we
all your
got
pals.
that wee Thai lassie to come up in a scooter and give us a couple's massage and a pokey bum wank? Let's get back out there for a week." You return
Under Mount
home.
Vesuvius.
You return home to the compound, right, to find the back door ajar. You come in, and the only thing that's missing is your router, and all the toilet rolls going. Mate, what a fucking nightmare
nuts.
that is.
Then you're fucking, you're phoning BT. Hi, hello there. My router's missing. What do you mean it's missing? Somebody must have stole it. Well, we can send you one out, Mr. Lee, but it's going to cost you £460 for this new fucking BT broadband router too. Sorry, what? It's going to cost me £460 for just get us a fucking router up. Well, we can send you a mini hub in the interim, which was 4G. You know what?
That's not used to
4G.
nobody.
It's not used to any cunt.
I remember
Just get
that.
me a router now. Well, we're going to have to take 460. 460 quid? What's your fucking... Get your boss on. Aye, this is retentions. Sorry, it's no your fault. It's no broke. It's been stolen. We'll have to
You've been
sell you
through-
one.
You've been through this phone call before, haven't you? I always hate it whenever I phone any of these places, like especially when it's internet or television, like Sky or something like that. They just throw money at you because see what we pay for the service. What it actually costs them to put it in is pennies, right? So it's no real money to them. So like when we complain to Sky, or like for example, we've been complaining because we had the Sky Q in the old flat, but because we moved it to this new flat and it's like a communal unit, we can't get Sky Q, right?
But you're
So
still paying for it.
So the guy turned up and he's like, "Oh, you can't get it." And then I went, "Where you going?" He went, "Oh, there's nothing I can do." I went, "What do you mean there's nothing you can do? Mate? You're Sky, so put my Sky on." We've not got Sky Q, so I can't do it. Well, put the other one on then. "Oh, that's not my department." I'm going, "What the fuck is this?" So now the lassie's like, "Yasmin, we'll just charge you, and then once we get the actual Sky back on, because we can't send anybody out because of COVID, we'll just refund you." I was like, "No, that's not how it works. You don't pay for something you don't fucking have."
You're charging me for something I'm not getting.
Right, so then they just start throwing money at you, and I'm going, "You're not understanding, Hen. You could give me all the money you want, and I'll take it, but it's still no solving the fact that I can't get this switched on." Do you know what I mean? Again, it's that British attitude of going, what is it? Like, fuck off. Do you mean? And you're like, "No, I'm phoning you, cunt. You're meant to help me.
Just
Like,
fix
I'll
it.
get off a phone."
So, I mean, but the argument would be, "Oh, you signed up for fucking
Argument you
a
signed up.
2-year contract or
It's not.
fucking
It's
whatever."
not It's not their fault that they can't put it. I'm going, "It's not my fault either, dickhead." And then all it comes down to is, "Because of COVID-19, we can't have anybody come round for safety reasons." I'm going, "Well, how is it then that I had the handyman up here fixing a fucking plug socket?"
The one in any call, the one that sends me over the edge, and it was my missus that pointed it out to me, because obviously, with her being Italian, she's like, "I don't understand this one." When somebody tells you, "Here's my problem, here's my problem, my problem, what you got to do?" And they go, "I appreciate that."
Yeah.
So you appreciate the fact that I've got a fucking problem and I've told you about it. What
I'm
the fuck
struggling.
are you going to do? What the fuck are
Appreciate
you
my
going to do?
struggle.
I appreciate that, Mr. Lee. You know, what we'll do is, that's what I'm asking for. What are you going to do?
They don't care. They don't care. Let's not go down that road. Let's keep it happy,
they're
like,
all-
because I'm going to get angry.
They're all racist.
Do you know
They
the
hate
one
the
I hate?
Jews, they hate the blacks, and they're not going to help us.
The one I hate the most is when they go, Mr. Gibson, if you swear one more time, I'm going to have to terminate the call.
You fuck! What, Gav? I'll fucking terminate you.
We used to do that in O2, man. See, when I worked in O2, people used to deliberately try and force them to swear so they could fucking end the call.
So they've got an excuse to get rid of them.
Aye. Right, so Stevie Wilson, the question is, we're breaking in and we're going to steal things that slightly inconvenience them. We're going to take all the remote controls, the router, and their toilet roll, and super glue some coffee cups down.
Great.
That would be a disaster.
Before we wind this up, can
Thank
I
you very
tell
much.
What I've been up to?
Yes.
Well, as listeners may know, I've got my wee podcast on the go on the side. Stopped the DJing and just been interviewing folk. And I interviewed one of my all-time heroes in dance music, electronic music production.
Jimmy
a
Savile.
guy called, you better believe it.
I'll let that
He was dead. The conversation never went much, but, you know, he was with me in spirit. I interviewed a guy called Jam El Mar. Now, who's Jam El Mar? I didn't know who that is. Jam and Spoon.
Okay.
You got in Scott, you're even going, Jam and Spoon? Who the fuck's that? No,
Who's Jam
the
and
one
Spoon?
song that you will remember. Light in the night. Ding, ding, ding,
yes.
ding, ding, ding. Right, he wrote that. He played the fucking guitar and everything on it. Classical guitarist.
Ba, 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 bo.
Jam and Spoon, Stella, Follow Me, Age of Love remix. The guy is a fucking musical genius. Even done Storm, Time to Burn, all these kind of hard house things. Such a fucking lovely guy. I've had him out playing in Glasgow, and it was great to do the podcast with him. So I've done that. Totally fucking. No, I mean, I was talking to the guy as a fan as well as, you know, a colleague. You know, colleague to colleague.
Can you hear that?
Just in the background.
Was that what you're talking about?
Aye.
What a music video as well, man. Jesus God.
He played the fucking guitar part in that. He's a classically trained, before he got into synths, he's a classically trained guitarist.
Jeez.
What a story, guys. So that'll be getting edited up and put out soon. You know, and then I'm trying to focus on positives on the podcast, because I'm getting drowned too much in negatives. Ultrasonic Dream Frequency track, two giants of the rave scene, 1990s.
Yes.
It's done a collaboration, and it's coming out, and it's fucking massive, man. It's
mega.
It's just fucking, it's blowing up. It's going to be a big track. The boy Dream Frequency's doing a Kickstarter album as well. I've done a Kickstarter with my album. It's just been an exciting time about music. And, you know, although we go on these podcasts and we fucking rattle off our upsets, I think sometimes it's good to focus on the positives, because you might not have a lot, but whatever it is you can focus on, try and do that.
Very true.
Because nobody's paying your bills.
No.
But you know, at least you've got a wee podcast coming out. As you're getting evicted for the house, you can always go, but listen to my last podcast.
Is there anybody who's on the list to get, like you're desperate to get on an interview?
There's loads of folk, and again with the lockdown thing, I used to go, right, I only interview folk that I can sit down with. But now with us doing this, I thought, fuck it, just do it over the internet. And as long as you're getting the visual connection, like we struggled, and then the visual connection's there. It's not as good as being in the room together, but it's the next best thing, because you're getting that. We're still laughing at each other and seeing. But then, I mean, part of it, and
it's even, some people would argue it's better if you don't know, like we're pals, know what I mean? But like, if you don't know the person, because they're in their own environment, so they're probably a bit more comfortable.
There's that, I'm
gonna sit with his tap off and his cock out, I mean, just talking about his pal. Sipping an espresso. Right in the night. I played the guitar in that, mate.
You still doing about playing,
And my mum used to beat us when I was young, so I played the guitar and all that.
You still doing the music and all that? I think folk do that. Still doing a bit of the music now, aye. Still doing the fucking old DJing.
Right,
so anyway, that was that.
Let's wrap this up.
Thank
you.
You getting into fucking...
Fuck off, mate. Well, right, do you know what?
Podcast.
Let's be positive. Here we go. My podcast, The Battlefield Show, is every single Wednesday for free. Spotify, iTunes, fucking SoundCloud, all that carry on. If you want to become a Patreon of my show, you can do that, and you will get an extra episode every single Friday, and it also gives you access to all of my comedy albums. Now, if you want to buy my albums, they're on the website, scottgibsoncommon.co.uk. You can buy the albums for £5, and the comedy special, which is like a video, is the way it's called.
It's a special.
It's a special. It's also on the website. Only a £5. If you want to buy that, go to the website, click the merch tab, and get yourself that comedy special, because it's fucking brilliant.
And it's a good way of having it, because you've basically bought it and you've got it all the time.
Well, you've got the link to it. You can watch it whenever you want. Whenever you want, it's there.
I'll need to check it out. Can you send us a code, or do I need to sign up? You're all pal.
You know, I'll send you a code, you type bastard. Unbelievable.
Because I want to listen to the
Is that light just
life
coming out?
after death thing, because that was fucking dino. I think I've seen other ones. I've seen all your shows, haven't I?
I think so. I think so.
But I think the life after death, maybe because that was the first one, I'd like to listen to that again, because I probably forgot a lot about it. But I remember laughing away, laughing.
Giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Joyously.
You were.
Joyously.
Right, thank you to all the heroes who asked a question. Thanks to David McKay, thanks to Douglas Kane, thanks to Stephen Harry Wilson, Robert Gillen, Kevin Malone, Glenn McPherson, Stephen Kelly, and Fiona McKnight. You all asked questions, but we never get a chance to get around it. We will do that on the next episode, which will be for patrons only. So if you want to get access to that and access all the other stuff, then go to the hashtagshow.co.uk and hit the Patreon button and sign up now. I suggest you do so. Like we said, it's the only way to access all the episodes plus the extra content. And now it's also the only way to access the video episodes. And I know a lot of people enjoy watching them. So do that. Support the show. Support us. Become a patron. Take care of yourselves. All the best. Anything else? Oh, I'll say one thing. The only gig I've got confirmed now, October 24th, I'm going to be in Belfast at the Accidental Theatre. And
Is it happening?
if you speak to me guys, mate, they're legends. Do you know what I mean? They're
What
fucking
guys?
the Accidental Theatre in Belfast. Beautiful little theatre. And they're like, fuck COVID. It's no real. We're putting a gig on. Fucking come on down, have a party.
How are you getting there?
24th.
Flying or
No,
ferry?
I'll swim. I don't give a fuck. I will find a way to get there. October 24th in Belfast. If there's anybody in the lodge knows on the boys out there, send them my way.
Well, did they go, comedian, we need to book you. Religious preference?
I
Did
says,
you have to?
whatever you want, boys.
Whatever side of the fence that fucking
whatever
house
box
is,
you want to
that's the
tick.
team of my
I don't
choice.
care. Lads, I find everybody just pit his own.
Make
October
the chicken wires down.
in Belfast. Tickets for that on my website or on Accidental Theatre's website. And hopefully I can announce my 2021 tour very soon once we get ticket links up.
I mean, I don't think there's any rush to announce a 2021 tour, because you've still got 6 months of
I know, I
planning.
would just, well, I mean, I've got the booked. It would just be nice to be able to start pushing the dates.
Put it out. I'm not releasing any dates. I'm not doing anything until I get the fucking green light, because I've been like going, even all my dates that I've put on myself, I've not just like done what many other promoters have done and pulled a date out of thin air when they don't know if things are gone.
No, mate,
'Cause
listen.
it's a waste of even more money to advertise it and then, oh fuck, I need to change it again. I've lost enough money.
One of my friends works for the SECC in the Hydro, right?
How are they holding up?
Mate, I was talking
He's
to her
furloughed
today, man.
anyway for a fucking start.
No, she's in work. They were only off for a month. She's in work. They're in the events, so like they're not even their office isn't in the SECC. It's just on the ground. Do you mean? But there's not that big a team that work in the events department. Anyway, so I was talking to her, man, and like it was just depressing as fuck. Like they're getting word that they might not have events in the SECC or the Hydro until no even the start of next year, and you're like, what the fuck is going? Like, let's not go down
Let's
this
hide
again.
in a high note. Let's
Aye.
hide in a...
Like,
Oh!
Shut up. Enjoy the episode, subscribe to it, share it, encourage people to listen, join the Patreon. It's the only way to access all the episodes. We love you all. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Speak to you
I'll
next.
need to speak to my mate Joe Deacon and get some Celtic songs and learn them to sing for everybody, because
Well, maybe no, because Joe Deacon was a hero and no longer is a hero.
is that right? Is he
That's
he
right.
removed his patronage?
He's
I will be
out
having
there.
a word with him.
He's out there with the Swiss millions. Talk about a millionaire. Out there,
Exactly.
Well,
That
this-
cunt is
not even
he's
paying
living like a
tax.
James Bond villain.
not even paying tax, man. The
Joe
Swiss millionaire.
Deacon. That's it.
Unbelievable.
It's because
Eh?
hey, he's getting any bookings for Mal, and he doesn't owe
That's
me
it.
any anymore.
That's
He's
it.
off.
Eh? That's it, mate. Unbelievable.
He's fucking cancelling his Ryanair flights, and he's going.
He's cancelled
"That's
his-
another fucking
he's-
fiver that wee cunt's
he's
getting.
£2
He can get to fuck coming at
£2 a
Gibbo."
month. He's cancelled it.
Joe, you've let us down. You let the boys down in our hour of need.
Unbelievable, man.
It should come up cancellations
That is.
because I've messaged somebody who cancelled.
this is my regret in giving you access to stuff like that, because my worry is that you are going to anyway. We're not going to do this. We're ending this, and we
Right.
can talk off here. Right?
Listen,
Thanks for listening.
God bless all the heroes, unless
or
you don't want to
whatever-
disclose your religion, whatever it is.
Whatever God you believe
Bless
in.
you.
Aye,
I
bless
tissue. I
us.
tissue. We all fall down.
Hey, all the blessed. Be blessed. Goodbye.
If somebody's want to take a thought away from the day, it would be yes,
Hey,
yes,
bless. Yes. Say yes to be blessed.
yes. God is love.
God is good. Peace be with you. Under his eye. Blessed be the fruit. Bye bye now.
Yes.
Bye bye.
The hashtag show.co.uk.